basically what I've got on Clan Tool, or the training I've got on Clan Tool so far has been the how to get a code and send it on to
The
your
players.
team and that
Yeah,
type
okay.
stuff.
So I'm going to show you a couple of different functions. So when my stream loads up, you should see that I'm on Clan Tools.
Yep, loading up now. Yep,
All right, I will take that as you are ready.
I am.
All right, so we're going to go to clan attendance. As you can see, there's some codes that are still valid. It's going to give us a nice list here. Da, 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 da. Click on that link to get the activity report. We need to change our date range for encompassing. So if you're trying to do this for a week, then you're going to set it up for a week, because right now it says 1 day. And then you're going to have to change it for the code type that you're after. So when I hit that change button, this is what then comes up. And I'll have to make sure I go through the permissions and make sure that you can access this. But so right now we're seeing the last 2 weeks. So I can take this and I don't have to mess with the date range, so I'll just put it to 7. And then I'm going to select the Clan Wars codes. And then I hit confirm. So it should automatically take care of the date range for me. Nope, I'd have to do the dates. So a week to now. And now I go to the current members list now that I've got that filter set. And now it will show me the activity for the last week. So some of this is going to be based off of the codes. And then if I wanted to see a general, I can see when their last battle was. Abrams War Machine, last battle 1 day ago. Inactive for 8 days. For 8 days. Last battle 4 days ago. So you can see who's not sending the attendance code. Either they don't know what to do with it, which Abrams might be that case, or in this case, like a man called Jordan, we know it's an alt. Some of these others, Avex we know has been having computer issues, so you're not going to see a code from him. Arctic Jedi submitted a code 2 days ago. Bad Dog hasn't been around in quite some time. But anyways, you can really see what's going on with the attendance and people. So Bilbo Bad Touch doesn't have any battles for Clan Wars. He just rejoined recently. So look at this data, and then you're going to have to come over and go over to military personnel and then look at, okay, what is Wargaming saying? Are they saying that they are being an active player? So I see that they're not having a lot of participation in the Clan Wars front, which they need to have participation in skirmishes, etc., etc. But we just want to see that they're active. So in the case of like, make our wargaming reflect. Battle 29. 0. Red Wolf. Red Wolf have 0 battles for the last week. He is in a inactive status. We know that he's busy. He's air traffic controlling for the Air Force, so he gets some slack on that one. But the bottom line is you need to take your Shire clan tools data, and then you need to check it against World of Tanks data. That makes sense?
Yes.
Because this will show you the clan wars activity. This will show you skirmishes when codes are submitted for the skirmishes. Whatever there is a code for, it will show you the code. It will not show you the general. If you want the general, then you have to come to World of Tanks to get the, okay, is this person active or inactive? Because if I were you, what I would do is I'd start here. I'd look and I'd go, okay, who are my people who don't have any battles in Clan Wars for any recent amount of time? Because if they've got battles in Clan Wars, you know that they're going to be an active player. So that could be within the last 2 weeks. And then if they don't have anything there, come down into the list here and then start organizing it accordingly. So I can set this up so I've got the most battles, the least battles by clicking on it. There's a little indicator right here showing which way it's going. So this shows me exactly who all my inactives are. And then I can go through, and then these are probably going to be people that I'm going to message. Some have a extenuating circumstance, in which case just put something into the Shire command channel. Hey, anybody know what's going on with such and such? So, for example, something that sticks in the back of my mind, Xanatos Chaos Eater. Chibi said something specific about him and his attendance a while ago. So I would at that point look at that and I'd go, oh, I should ask Chibi what's up with that.
Yeah.
Some of the other ones like Forktail Devil, don't know, Golf Biker. There was a post inside of Shire Command recently about Golf Biker. I know Titans is deployed. Wander was messaged recently. I'd have to go back and relook at that. C4 I think ended up getting a ban. But just go through and then these are the people that you're going to reach out to.
Alright.
So, of course, it goes without saying, once you've reached out to them, you're going to give them an allotted amount of time to respond. And then, if they don't, kick them. Because that means that Buddy Dog Thomas then have spots to open things up and get us more active players.
Yep, I think we're up to like, what, 95-ish now?
Yeah. And again, as discussed, make sure you're not dropping below the player limit.
Yeah, the 90.
Yeah.
We'll put the limit at, gotta have at least 90 for right now until something changes.
Exactly. So that's pretty much it. It's a lot of combing through information and then a lot of contacting people and cleanup. So I'll go ahead and get you set up with permissions and I'll show you the Slack portion of it.
Alright.
Alright.
It's odd seeing your computer as my second screen.
Right. So you won't be able to do this yet until I get you set up with the permissions, but I'll get you set up with that tonight. So you go to manage members. Oops, didn't mean to click that. And it's going to give you the ability to search for current members. So let's say I wanted to remove PDX Dragon. I finally make good on my threat. As you can see, he is a full member. His account is active. Authentication default doesn't really matter. But then I would come over here and I could click on the deactivate account. So this is one of the reasons why I really want members to make sure that their username in-game is the same as what they're doing in Slack as what they're doing in TeamSpeak, because it makes it easy to track and clean up after people. So I would click on the deactivate account and then his account would be deactivated. So that's the other portion of what you have to do is you'll have to go through and find usernames and then punch them in here, find the account, and okay, deactivate the account. We have a limited amount of users that we can have inside of Slack, and a limited amount of space. So it's important that we do this cleanup.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get you set up with your permissions. You are now an admin. You can now go through and you can now do the cleanup.
Alright, so that means I can go through and delete your polls, right?
No, that's not what that means.
I'm just giving you a hard time from the other night.
There are very few times that I will step in and I will actually delete a post. So if something is like a cat getting out of the bag, if we're prototyping something in Shire Command, then yeah, if it's preemptive, I'll delete that so that we have a chance to finish it. And so when people see it, they don't go, well, what the heck? It was supposed to be this. Why is it this? No. That was prototype. That was still in discussion. It was not ready to go on the floor. I don't want that kind of confusion.
Yeah.
Other things, like somebody posts something in the wrong place, I'll delete it to clean it up. Because it just doesn't need to be there. But otherwise, I really try and stay out of the delete category. So, but anyways, that's all I've got for you. That's if you have any other questions about the function, just let me know.
I will do.
So, let's see here. I can get to that right here. Let's make sure. I'm going to be updating the bylaws. So, do you have a link already to the bylaws?
Not sure that I do.
Alright, I will send it to you here. That is the document. You're going to want to hold on to this because this is where you're going to be getting your information for how many you can go down to and the rest of that information, such as your waiting period for a response from a player and etc. etc.
And I'll have to go through and read that next day or two.
I know that I have to come back and I have to keep rereading it, even though as much involvement as I've had in it, I still have to.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've read it.
Yeah. Alright, anyways, so there's the link for the bylaws. I'm going to be updating this here tonight, so that's pretty much all I got for you.